Fair use. Fair use.
Listen, I want you to check this out because while we were on live last night, a lot of things were revealed, a lot of things came out. So let's talk about it. So, in our quest trying to reach out to the brick guy to find out his side of the story, we were finding other things out because we ended up getting a phone call on our live, on being in live. But before that phone call came through, we had a conversation and it went like this.
I'm calling it out. She faking. She faking. Unfollow me. I don't give a flying bleep. Yes, I edited my cousin. She faking. I said it. I said it. I stand on it. This is bull. There's too many holes in her story. We
Somebody's going to know what this person look like, what they're driving, what they're wearing, how they walk, something. Somebody knows
if
something.
they
If
exist.
it
I mean, yeah. I mean, come on now. You get hit with a brick, and you not, people are not going to come to your aid. I've, walked past Broadway Junction, right? And one dude hit a homeless lady. Did you know that three dudes jumped that dude and beat the brakes off of him? Women, especially black women, are protected in this country. I don't care what anybody says. I have stuck my neck out for a black woman. I have stuck my neck out for a black woman on the subway train one time when I saw a white dude disrespecting her and I got in his face.
was that many people out there, somebody saw something that this man had on or how he looked or where he was driving. How he drive away in a car, nobody know nothing.
Anybody in the live, where was she?
Now, the rest of that conversation was we always going to protect our black women. We always going to protect women, period. But we're not going to deal with deception. So a phone call came in.
And that's the problem. You have black women who like to deceive, and you make it worse for other women who actually are victims of violence. Okay? Mainly with the Carly Russell situation, lying about, being kidnapped.
And this is how the conversation went.
Hold on, sir. Hello, sir. Can y'all hear?
Now I can hear you. The information you just gave me, it has never happened. And I think some people trying to create some stuff. There's nothing like that.
So you said nobody got hit with a brick.
My place never ever happened. I was there all day, all time. Never. There's nothing. So whoever is bringing you some rumors, please don't accept it and forget about it. There are some group of people who are trying, and to my understanding, there is this incident going on in Houston, Texas. It's like 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago. Why are they bringing you right now?
Wow. See?
This happened 2 to 3 weeks ago. Interesting. Very interesting. It's a whole bunch of lies here.
This is a hoax.
This is a hoax?
Yeah.
The owner.
And I'm pretty sure the security was outside all the time. Nothing like that.
The security was outside?
Yes, all the time. There is a security. So there's nothing like that. So when you bring that kind of information is and tell them to stop.
We will.
Now, Mr. Brick told me that there were people out there. You don't know what happened. He wasn't even a part of it. He just got implicated in some stuff that he wasn't even a part of. And there were some young men that are out there. They came on the live last night. They just had really bad reception. But they're telling their story. They were there. They called the police. They didn't see what happened. They just went by what she said. But then go back to that live phone call where the owner of that club said that never happened because he has security and they got cameras. And he said he was outside and none of that stuff happened. So, and here's another thing. The gentleman that got up there.
So that's the thing. You had security out there. You know, what's going on? What is going on here? Surveillance camera don't pick up nothing. Security was out there. You really have to be sick in the head to pull something like this.
There and tried to say that, you know, the guy with the glasses, you know, you got.
Let me check out with the guy with the glasses. Let me check that out. Okay. Because really, you know, to be that pathetic, to go off and try to gain clout for something that it has nothing to do with you. I don't even agree doing that in the first place because you shouldn't be lying. That's how easily you can get hurt or sued. And a lot of these folks here, they don't care about that. All right? They care about just making money to any way they can, even if it means lying and making yourself look bad, making black people look bad. All right? he was basically busted by his ex, who said he wasn't even in Houston when that happened. There should be lawsuits about that. All right? There really should be. Let's put this one up. Hold on 1 minute.
Rhoda Osman, the Brick Lady, appears to be a scammer that uses victimhood to create GoFundMes. Her first incident was in 2020. She claimed she was assaulted by a dollar store security guard.
One thing that I've learned in my short
Wow.
years on this earth is never talk about a situation that you know little to nothing about. In case you don't know what's been going on over the last couple of days, this woman has been going viral. A Somalian woman who apparently was attacked by a man for not giving her number to him. She then apparently was struck with a brick, had to go to the hospital. That's why she looks like this. Now, this is why I say don't speak on anything unless you know the whole story. Because since this story came out, it's been going viral. It's all over the internet. And because of this, somehow black men have been blamed for what has happened to this woman. And I thought it was very, very strange. I don't know if this woman was really hit with a brick. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't know. I wasn't there. But there's been a lot of things that have come out since then. She claims that there were a whole bunch of black men specifically, that were standing around and did not come to her aid.
And this just, you know, feeds white supremacy, putting black people in a bad image, in a bad light, making us look like we're animals. And this isn't a white woman doing this. This is a black woman doing this and think it's funny. All right. Sad.
Which is very funny because there's been quite a bit of videos that have come out that say otherwise.
Literally, she was right there talking about, I got hit with the brick, you know? And we was trying to help her. That's all we was trying to do. You see what I'm saying? We were trying to help her. I called the police and stuff like that. They pulled them. I talked to them. I know they got the
Now look at this young kid right here. You expect him to get down and fight a grown adult man who possibly has a brick? Let's say if it did happen, you expect these two individuals who look like they haven't worked out in a day in their life to fight a man that assaulted a woman with a brick? If it did happen.
So apparently there were some men that actually did try to help her, that did try to come to her aid and even called the police. Apparently there's even a video out. I don't know if there is, I don't know if there is. But honestly, I think there's a deeper issue than just this woman apparently getting hit with a brick. This is all it took for the black community to turn on each other. And it's very disappointing. When you really think about it, this is exactly what happened. Y'all watched a video about a woman who made an accusation about something that happened to her. Y'all don't know this woman. Y'all don't know what actually happened. Y'all weren't there. Y'all don't know who's telling the truth. And that's all it took for y'all to just go around and blame black men for everything. Not all black women did this, of course, but sadly there were quite a bit that did. Even going as far as to call us bullet bags. And while we sit here like a bunch of idiots on the internet arguing with each other about what happened and what didn't happen, even though realistically none of y'all were there, this woman started a GoFundMe and got $40,000 out of it. I also think it's really...
That's the truth. She had the internet divided, and she made off with a good chunk of change. A good chunk of change. All right. And this just makes, black people have egg on their face. In the black community, you can't question details in certain things. You're not allowed to use your brain, unfortunately. Now, this isn't all of the black community. This is the ghetto parts of the black community. All right. The ones with brains, they fight against the ignorance in the black community. Unfortunately, Chris Rock was right when he said that joke. There's a civil war between blacks and undesirable blacks. Okay. You could look it up. And sad to say, it is true. Because the minute you try to question certain aspects of a case or a situation, you get hated, especially if you're a man, called your rainbow and everything like that, because you dare to look at the facts. Plus, this woman, there's clues there. She says men aren't providers. She craps on men. All right. She said things that were very disgusting towards men. And she's a feminist. And she's part of the rainbow community. All right. So you already see her blatant disrespect for men comes from. And that's why she feels she could do this. And you have a bunch of other women who she knows, fellow black women who come from the hood, who've been hurt. They resonate with her and they jump on the hate the black man train. Forget the facts. Forget questioning her, girl. We're going to just jump on the hate black man train. All right. Just creates further divide. Because now, see, what black women who are like this don't understand, when you are like this, you leave yourself open to Pookies and Ray Rays and men who don't really want to be with you, but just want to have sex with you. All the black men that use their brain, that want to look at things through logic and reason, that before they make a jump to conclusions, they stay clear away from you. That's just the thing. All right. Now people want to talk about, well, what about the injuries? Okay, what about her injury? What could have caused that? Well, we'll look into something like this. Let's see what possibly it could be. All right, let's see what it could possibly be. Fair use.
Now, see, I didn't even know this was a thing. And I'm not saying this is what it is, but this is exactly what it's looking like. I mean, I don't know. Y'all be the judge. I mean, dude may be onto something. Like I said, I was speculating that it was something like an allergic reaction.
It could be. It could be allergic. I'm saying it could be. I'm not saying this. It could be. Because let me tell you something. You're hit with a brick. There's bleeding. You may not be even up to talk. You're hit with a brick. You lifted a brick. You know how heavy it could be. It's not too heavy, but you know, you lift it and you know you could hurt somebody with it. There's gonna be marks with a brick. That jagged little that jagged edge, those lines, that line, those sharp edges connecting with your skull. Yeah, I don't see it as an injury from a brick.
Reaction to something like a bee sting, but this, looking at her and looking at those pictures,
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, what could you say? All right. But let's look at this hold on a second. Okay. This right here. That's $40,908. That's how much she made off of you people who were suckered into her scheme.
Rhoda. Kiera Davis. Okay. Yeah. 41,000. Kiera Davis. 41,000. Kiera Davis. Now I see why y'all trying to flag my videos. 41,000. Kiera Davis is organizing this fundraiser. Okay. I see why y'all flagging my videos. But yeah, TikTok is not buying it, and TikTok has restored my videos that y'all keep trying to flag. If you want to stop me from posting what I'm posting about this,
Let's play that again. Rose not her real name.
Rhoda. Kiera Davis. Okay.
My bad. That probably. Maybe it is. That is Rose a real name. Maybe it's not.
Yeah. 41,000. Kiera Davis, 41,000. Kiera Davis. Now I see why y'all trying to flag my videos. 41,000. Kiera Davis is organizing this fundraiser. Okay. I see why y'all flagging my videos. But yeah, TikTok is not buying it, and TikTok has restored my videos that y'all keep trying to flag. If you want to stop me from...
Here's something else. One second. 1 minute. Here's something else that Rose said. Fair use, by the way.
Alaikum. Rhoda here to remind you that every time you lie to somebody, you're taking away their choice. You're taking away the ability for them to make a decision that's good for themselves. And that's why I always lie to the people of the global minority and men.
Wow. Wow. That's all I got to say, folks. That's all I got to say. Later. Anything you want to know about this channel, it's in the description box. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'm also on Rumble, Radical Thoughts 791, Spotify, Hard Talk Radio, live in 4K.